Hi everyone, how are you? Today we are going to start about another question regarding MRCS, and we will discuss all the questions of eMRCS, Fawzia sheets, recalls and other questions regarding MRCS which will be hopefully helpful for you for passing MRCS exam. So here the question: a surgeon is due to perform a laparotomy for perforated duodenal ulcer. An upper midline incision is to be performed. Which of the following structures is the incision most likely to divide? So here we can see the surgeon perform a laparotomy for perforated duodenal ulcer. An upper midline incision. Here it is important that the incision is upper midline incision. That means the incision along the midline. Which of the following structure will be divided? Here options, we can see the options are rectus abdominis muscle, external oblique muscle, linea alba, internal oblique muscle, and none of the above. So here we can see this is abdominal cavity, and in the abdominal cavity there are different of the viscera, such as this is liver, here the gallbladder, large intestine starts from the cecum and goes through like this, then spleen presents here, stomach and small intestine. Here if we see the duodenum, it starts from this region and it curved like this and end here. It is C-shaped structure. So for exposure of the duodenum we have to incision like this, or upper midline incision. It is called upper midline incision. So we have to see in this line which structure present. Here we can see different incision of the abdominal cavity, such as this is midline incision, and in case of upper part it is upper midline incision, and from the umbilicus it is lower midline incision. Here we can see the quasar incision. This is an rooftop incision. Here we can see this is curved incision. From the right, it eccentric from the right to left or left to right in the full length. Then here we also can see a gridiron incision which is 90 degree from this line. If you see anterosupra spine and umbilicus, it lines along the 90 degree. And then lens incision, it is cosmetically important, and we can see another incision, Rutherford Morrison incision, and phalangeal incision for lower uterine cesarean section. And here we have to meet a upper midline incision in this area. So we have to see what structure present in this area. Here we can see in this midline there is a tough structure, white structure, and this is called linea alba, and it is the connected part of all the muscles of the anterior abdominal wall, like external oblique, internal oblique, transversus abdominis and rectus abdominis. So in the midline, if we make an incision in the upper midline, here we can see in this part linea alba present. So in the upper midline incision, linea alba will be cut. So our final answer is linea alba, because this linea alba will be cut to explore the duodenum. Thank you.